Viva Cosatu Viva, solidarity for international movements facing the oppression, the autocracy, the dictatorship of a world that is not guaranteeing workers a fair share. I thank you for that, and I pledge our solidarity with you. Our world is fractured. You know that better than most. And those fractures will not be healed by the current economic model of today. We need to change the rules. We need to shift the basis of our economies. We need a new social contract. We need a social contract that underpins shared prosperity. We need to know that human and labour rights are at the heart of a guarantee of decent work. We need minimum living wages. We need universal social protection. And of course, we need the right to bargain collectively. Only these things will deliver a fair share of the prosperity of the world. The world is 3 times richer than it was just over 20 years ago. Yet, working people have not had the dividends of democracy. We know that this world is walking again, sleepwalking into a financial crisis, and the victims will again be working people. With a recession in South Africa, with currency wars from Indonesia to Turkey to Argentina, this must end. Trade wars are not the answer. International solidarity on a model of economy that's inclusive for everybody is the answer. Our global workforce is in trouble. More than half of the people in formal work are actually in insecure, low-paid, often unsafe jobs. And 40% of the world's people are in an informal economy, a sector of desperation. There are no rules, no minimum wages, no rights, and indeed up to 45 million of our brothers and sisters are in modern slavery. These are our fights. Inequality is at an all-time high. Indeed, unemployment is at historic levels, and the future is being stolen from too many young people. We need a new model of economy. We need commitment to full employment, to decent work. The unions fought and won influence over the new commitments of world leaders, the Sustainable Development Goals. These can be a path to zero poverty, zero carbon. But that will only work if working people are at the table, if their unions are negotiating the shape of the future. And even as we have hope for the future because of our struggles, where unions are on the front lines, we know that the stakes are high. Not only do we have a failed model of globalisation, not only do we have the risk of a new economic crisis, but we have hothouse Earth, the climate that is stealing people's lives and livelihoods with changing seasons and extreme weather events. And we don't have enough ambition from our government. Our governments have been captured by corporate greed. They don't believe in the guarantees of equality that we believe in. So our struggles are to fight for democratic leaders that will stand by our side, stand with the people, stand for social justice, for climate justice, for security, for a future for all generations. I know that Cosatu is central to this struggle, that your commitment against the extremism of the right wing that is dominating our democracies, we know we can count on you for the fights that will deliver people what they deserve in terms of the justice, the democratic rights and freedoms that we have always stood for. I also would say to you, congratulations, because you have laid some foundations that are central to a just future. a minimum wage on which people can live with dignity. That's fundamental. So too is social protection. When less than 28% of the world's people have universal social protection that is adequate, then this is a scandal. Those 70% are our people, and we will fight for minimum wages and social protection for them everywhere. We are in fact seeing Africa stand together for 100% Africa, 100% in wages, in dignity and in respect. They are petitioning, our leaders with you, petitioning the African Union to set a wages floor, to put competition on a fair basis. You are part of that struggle and I thank you for it. I also know that the countries around you, Swaziland, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, Eritrea, we could keep going up through the continent. We need the settlement of peace, of security, of decent work. And you are part of that fight. Your leadership in the ITUC Africa is essential.
Silovo no tambo makeri, silovo no tambo makeri la, silovo no tambo makeri, silovo no tambo makeri la, 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 silovo no tambo, silovo no tambo. Udimpo, watati mutu, epospe, yabasi loche, udimpo. Silovo no tambo makeranda, silovo no tambo makoma, silovo no tambo makomanda, 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 silovo no tambo makeri, silovo no tambo makeri la, silovo no tambo makeri, silovo no tambo makeri la, 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 silovo no tambo.